Hi, I'm Nick Mazie. Today we're talking about, have you ever felt like your motivation faded? Well, if so, me too. It happens to a lot of people. Because with that, we can say kind of almost welcome to February. If you started the year off with a New Year's resolution or a goal that you wanted to achieve, um, then maybe that first few days or week, you had that motivation and that drive to be able to take some steps, to take some action, going in that direction. you know, it, a great way to tell this, and that happens to a lot of people, is the gym. A lot of times at the gym, people, on January 2nd or 3rd or whatever, not always January 1st, New Year's Day, but, a day or so into it, the gym's full. A lot of people are really pursuing that goal that they have, that health goal, to be able to, improve their health and get in better shape, make some positive changes in their life. And then all of a sudden, um, there's less and less people there. And I think a lot of it has to do with that drive, that motivation to hit our goals and that drive to improve ourselves. Sometimes that starts to fade after the beginning. In the beginning, a lot of times there's that initial boost, when you're really excited about it, and you can make some progress pretty quick, or at least you can take some action pretty quick. But soon thereafter, it's like that motivation wanes a little bit, and that drive begins to fade. Have you ever been there? Are you there right now? Um, if so, don't worry. First of all, don't give up, but don't worry. That happens. It's that middle. It's after that initial boost and that excitement of having a goal and saying, "Hey, I'm going to go achieve this." After that excitement fades a little bit, then it becomes a little bit more difficult. And that drive may start to fade, or that motivation may start to fade, but it doesn't mean that all is lost. You still can take steps going in the direction that you want. What's really cool is there's actually some neat little things that you can do, almost like tips and hacks and tricks that you can do to get some of that motivation back and to get back on track and going in the direction that you want. Um, there's just really neat things that you can kind of manufacture some of that motivation. Because if you ever felt that drive, if you've ever been motivated, then you know that it's possible. Um, Zig Ziglar had a great quote saying, some people say motivation doesn't last. Well, neither does taking a bath, so I recommend it daily. And it's a simple little point, and Zig Ziglar had a ton of really amazing simple points. But and this one's particularly neat because motivation doesn't last. That's why you don't just get motivated on January 1st and then it's supposed to last for the entire year. It just doesn't work like that. It'd be awesome if it did. It'd be amazing. You get really motivated one day, one time, and then it would carry you the rest of your life for all your goals, and everything would magically work out. Well, I mean, if that happens for anybody, that's awesome. If it happens for you, great. Uh, Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that for me. I have to continue to motivate myself and continue to get back on track when I get sidetracked or when things don't go my way or when I'm struggling. I have to continue to get back on track and do the things that I need to do so that I can move forward. But that means that you can do the same if that's something that you need. So if your motivation started to fade and you don't have that zing to go and really take action towards your goals, if you don't have that right now, but you did at some point in time, then don't worry because you can get it back. In fact, the next few episodes of the Enjoy Life podcast are going to be all about this, all about different things that you can do to get yourself motivated again, to get yourself going in the direction that you want. Now, motivation doesn't fix everything. It does make it a little bit easier to take the steps that you need to take. And I'm all for anything that makes the hard work to achieve my goals easier. And if you're looking for some things that you can do to make taking the steps towards your goals and what you want a little bit easier, then definitely check out these next few episodes. If you're catching this video live, then don't worry. I'm actually looking at the clock right now. In 12 hours, the first of the series, this podcast series of episodes is going to post. But let me just go ahead and give you a little bit of a hint, since you're joining in right now. It has to do with manufacturing or creating again what helps you to get motivated in the first place. If you got motivated at the very beginning, you were motivated January 1st to pursue your goal, then why don't you just start a new beginning? It's really kind of simple. Whenever you do have motivation, pay attention to that, because you can make those situations happen again. You can just create them. And that's what we're going to dive into in this next episode. But stay with either on this, on this page, or you can just, follow the podcast, subscribe to the podcast. It's all going to be on nickmazy.com too. You can just Google "Enjoy Life Nick Mazy," and then it'll have all the podcast links too for Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, iTunes, Spotify, and all that. Or I'm going to post them on the Facebook page as well. Try and make it anywhere that you can get access to it, so it's easiest for you. Not everybody's in the same place. Wherever you find it's easy for you to access material, go there, access the Enjoy Life podcast. It's going to be a whole series on things that you can do when your motivation and your drive starts to fade. Because whatever you do, don't give up on your goal. Don't give up on the goal. You just got to find a different way and a different path to do what you need to do, and make it as easy as possible so that you continue to pursue the life that you want. There's only one person out there in the world that can do the work for you to achieve your goal. That's you. Let's make it as easy as possible so that you can do it, so that you can guide your life to go in the direction that you want it to go. So between here and the new podcast in the morning coming out, just start thinking how can you have that motivation that you had at the beginning, and how you can make maybe a new beginning so that you can take those steps. Right? Can't wait to talk to you again soon. But whatever you do, like I said, just don't give up on your goals. You can take steps. You can make progress. And you can make it happen. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Let me know how you're going to get yourself motivated so that you can take the steps toward the life that you want. All right. Talk to you again soon.